to give you a fascinating insight into the way magicians think. Magicians look at what everyone has seen before, but in new and imaginative ways. And you can use these skills in your everyday life. By sharing some of these insights with you, it helps you in problem solving, it can help you with imagination, innovation, creativity, and communication.
This has got to have been the best presentation we've ever had at a conference. Our conferences are very much social, and sometimes because everybody's been having a good time, they come to the conference and they're not really listening to the speakers. This has got to be the most liveliest, active audience we've ever had at a conference.
All magic tricks are problems that need to be solved, or puzzles that need to be solved. And looking at problems like a magic trick can really make you look at the world in terms of possibilities instead of impossibilities.
Last night we had a very interesting presentation in Keelan, and basically we were looking for a CRM presentation, but with a bit of fun and a bit of audience participation. And we got more than that. I think what we ended up with was a very interactive presentation, which was well structured. I think surprised the audience and made a number of very interesting points, very powerfully.
The oldest recorded magic trick was documented by a Roman called Seneca 2,000 years ago, where he described a trick called the cups and balls, which is still used today. But he also said, for a ship with no harbour, no wind can ever blow in the right direction. Meaning, if you don't know your end goal, your destination, you could end up going nowhere. But if you look at the world in possibilities rather than impossibilities, you may end up as a new exciting destination, like we've just seen. The vacuum cleaner was originally designed to blow dust away rather than suck it up. Changing that small change in the destination created a rather large change in the output and efficiency of the product. Same goes for Viagra. That was originally designed to treat a heart condition. End up saving marriages around the world instead.
The style of the presentation was excellent. It fitted in with exactly the right level for the audience. The mix of what we were doing with the magic worked extremely well. And everybody's gone away with a big buzz. I thought the quality of the presentation was absolutely fantastic. As I said in my summing up, it was an exceptional service delivery.
So the second step of a magician in creating a solution to a problem is believing it is possible. That's the magic of attitude. As Napoleon Hill said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. There are two sorts of people in this world. There are yes-butters, where the world is full of impossibilities, and there are yes-anders, where the world is full of possibilities. For example, what I mean by a yes-but person, and think of which group you're in. If you're a yes-but person, say, yes, but my boss won't agree to this. Yes, but I'm not good looking enough. Yes, but I'm not clever enough. Yes, but I'm not fast enough. Yes, but I'm not strong enough. Yes, but I've got 2 left feet. Yes, but I'm musically inept. Yes, but my wife won't like it. Actually, that one goes around in my head a lot. Yes, anders, and that's the type of thinking a magician is. Yes, I can make this lady levitate. I can make this person disappear. There are no sort of boundaries.
I was delighted recently to recommend to a client at their senior management conference that they use Keelan Leyser to demonstrate the real benefits of imagination and creative thinking in the business. I was delighted with what they did, so was the client, and I would recommend them to any serious company wanting to get their executives to think differently about the way they do business, the way they think, and the way they behave.
The average person has 22,000 no's by age 18. The average person says they can't do something 5 times a day, and the average person fears mistakes more than they crave success. Now, another barrier to imagination and creativity is resistance to fear and change. Charles Darwin is attributed to say, it is not the strongest that survive, nor the most intelligent, it's the one that's most adaptable to change.
What we wanted from Keelan was education by entertainment. We wanted real magic, and that's certainly what the audience got.
Imagine the world without the simplicity of online shopping. That is, unless we stumble across the 3 biggest fears of our generation. That is, no Wi-Fi, no battery, or that spinny wheel of death.
We've been using Keelan at one of our, if not our biggest event of the year, Info Security, and his magic has been fantastic. What's even better with Keelan, what he does really great, he takes our message and builds it into his magic. So our tagline, our headline messaging, he takes that, he embeds it into his magic, and he's really added value to our event. I would highly recommend Keelan.
So when you think about the work that you do, no matter how small or insignificant it may feel at the time, they're the cogs that make this big machine work, and this machine is so important for the survival of so many. So thank you for connecting with me today. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. Bye for now.